Hey, what's up, Street Dogs? Eric from the Eric from Street Photography blog. So I just wanted to give you a quick review on the new iPhone Pro. So long story short, it's probably the best phone slash device ever known to man. It's pretty much perfect in all regards. There's really not much to say, and a lot of people are curious, how's the camera and whether it's worth it, blah blah. I think it is actually, but let me just kind of give you some thoughts and feedbacks in terms of the camera, the UI, and so forth. So basically when you're taking photos, you could go to the ultra wide by pushing these little buttons, and if you want super duper zoom, you push these buttons here. And the thing that's new is you kind of have this little toggle thing on the top, and once you could toggle those things, you could change things like turn on the timer, HDR, different filters, and so forth. I'm actually quite a big fan of the monochrome mode. I think it's quite good. Of course, you go into selfie mode, and you could see me recording this. Anyways, so going back to this, I have a lot of critiques about the overall UI and UX. Is this whole thing is it's kind of a little, in my opinion, is a little bit inelegant. I think that there's lots of different ways to improve it. I'll probably do another video or post to describe it in the future, but for the most part, I think the biggest game changer, especially for street photographers, is to shoot this ultra wide mode, which is actually available in the iPhone 11 as well. But my practical thought about why it's probably better to just get the iPhone Pro is it's only marginally more expensive than the iPhone 11, and of course the screen, the size is a lot smaller and therefore better. And I also prefer the smaller sized iPhone. I think it's a lot better because it's easier to hold in your hand. The Maxes are just way too big. And the thing that's been really awesome in terms of a productivity device, I use iWriter, and I've been doing lots of blogging on this. And also the new swipe functionality works pretty well. Like, hello, let me see if I could focus on this. Well, my name is Eric, whatever it may be. And so I've been able to be productive with that. And also ZenBrush 2, another app I really like. Able to do some nice sketches on these guys, so that's a lot of fun. And also the new Procreate Pocket, which is actually pretty super awesome, is you could just kind of use this app to create new layers, choosing different colors, and being able to make different types of sketches, whatever random stuff you want to do. And also the haptic feedback on this device is pretty awesome. If there's this, when you're saving images or even taking photos and stuff like that. Actually, let's see, do I feel it when I take a photo? No, I don't feel it. But sometimes there's certain actions where you save an image or something like that, and there's this very satisfying click feeling that comes. So let's say if I want to save an image, I go down to share JPEG. I feel the haptic feedback. So it feels like I'm actually saving the image. It feels like it's doing something. So that's super duper awesome. And the battery life on this thing is phenomenal. I don't know how they're able to do it. And yeah, generally I like to keep my UI super simple. The tools I use to create, even the screen on this is really awesome. So I'm currently reading some of my buddy Nietzsche. Ecce Homo, which is I'm a man or whatever. Oops. Sorry, the autofocus on this. It's probably not good enough. Okay, to read it. So even when I'm reading ebooks on the phone, it's super duper sharp, and the screen is fantastic in all situations. And the most interesting thing about the new iPhone Pro is that after you have it and after you're using it and stuff, it doesn't really marginally change your life, your happiness, whatever. But the funny thing is, because it's so good, you no longer really think about your phone. Even this texture, this matte finish, it almost kind of, I might be the only one who says this, it almost feels like maybe like a human texture or something like that. And so therefore you could hold it all day, and it almost doesn't feel like you're holding a phone. And obviously I'm very anti-case. I think this feels phenomenal. In terms of the iPhone Pro, there's the 3 cameras, whatever. The telephoto, I don't really think I'll see much use in that. Probably either the standard or the wide. Actually, I don't really know which is which. And yeah, so Apple really hit a home run with it. My critique is Yeah, the camera, UI, UX, it's crazy jumbled up. Hopefully the designers or whatever could simplify that. But in terms of the ultimate, creativity and productivity device, it looks pretty awesome. And also I'm actually recording this on the Ricoh GR3. The question is, in the context of street photography, what's a better camera, the iPhone Pro or the Ricoh GR3? I think in terms of the image quality, the aesthetics, and the photos it produces, the Ricoh GR3 is probably at least 10 times as good. So if I had the option, I'd still keep the Ricoh GR3 as my standalone, photo, street photography device. But in terms of just having the ultimate phone productivity device, can't beat the iPhone. So for those of you guys who've got it, what are your personal thoughts, certain tips, suggestions, whatever? Feel free to leave a comment or share your thoughts. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.